Come on, let's go. That was the world's worst Billie clap. Come on, 1, 2, 3.
That was really good.
That was much better.
Guess who's back?
Billie's back.
We're back with the mics at
Tinder HQ.
Yeah, we are getting in bed with Tinder to bring you a series all about dating
and relationships and sex and communication and connections and all the good juicy things in life.
and love.
And love. On that note,
Love you, bye.
love you, bye. Right, ready, steady, rolling.
God, it feels good to be back in
Oh my
Tinder
God.
HQ
So good to be back in person.
on our favourite little sofa.
And don't mind us if you're listening on audio. We've got some fresh Spilly merch.
Yeah, a couple of tweaks, but we're just trial running it before it actually officially launches after us blue balling you for a year and a half.
A year.
A year and a half, I think.
Anyway, we'll get into some blue balls later. For now.
What's your spill?
Okay, my spill is quite obvious that I'm back in London.
Yeah. Where did you go?
Oh my God, did you know? I touched back down in London town, and for the first time in my life, I'm living east. Because I've always been west is best, southwest honey till I die, Richmond runs through my bones. However, I really like it.
This is so good because I think it's cooler. Like,
Way cooler.
West is a bit bait.
Okay, I won't hear anything bad said about West London. However, I do, you know how like when Kourtney Kardashian started dating Travis Barker and she like
Had a
changed her
rebrand.
entire appearance and she turned into like a drummer's wife. I do feel like I'm really trying to be a bit more Shoreditch in the clothes that I'm wearing.
Is that why the bomber jacket's made a return?
Mm, yeah.
Because I've received 5 selfies of you in that bomber jacket this week. I do like it.
A bomber jacket makes me feel like the absolute baddest bitch, but I do feel like it gives a bit Shoreditch vibe.
Yeah, I love it for you. What do you love about East London?
The bakeries.
Yeah, the food scene is quite vibey.
Really close to Pophams and really close to Beauvoir Deli, both of which are a 10 out of 10.
Any pastry highlights from the weekend?
Yeah. Ham and cheese croissant from Pophams, smash. And the Marmite swirl with the spring onions
Oh, yeah.
and cheese. I did make Ita wait in the cold for 40 minutes. No, maybe 28. That's a bit of an exaggeration. And she was like, Billie, I don't think it's worth it. It's like, it will be.
Did she say it was worth it?
She said it was an okay cardamom bun.
Fucking love geese.
But yeah, that's my big spill of the week. I'm back.
Yay, we've
East
missed
London
you.
Gill.
It's nice to be doing IRL again, for sure.
Oh my God, it's the best.
I was getting sick of the remotes, especially last week when I had that microphone issue. It was a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I miss Bali, but I'm very happy to be back and, yeah, living my best London life.
Yay, we've missed you.
Thank you, missed you too. What's your spill of the week, silly bitch?
Well, my spill of the week is funny because I have spent not only the last year taking the piss out of you, but
I would say my entire life.
no, about this specific thing. What is the number one thing that I said, even in the spill Q&A? The question was, do we ever get jealous of each other? And I always take the piss out of you for this one particular thing. And what is it?
I'm a brat when I fly and I have to go business.
Yeah, and guess who's going business class tomorrow?
Sashi Vance!
I literally spunked all my Amex points. Literally all of them. Taking me 2 years to save
That
up.
is so much better. You're not paying for it. It's just points.
Mate,
it's for free.
Literally free. All I've paid is tax, which is free anyway because it's so expensive. You've got to like erase it.
I wish tax was erased full stop. There.
Me too.
That's for another day.
But like the flights are free and then you just pay the tax fares.
Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you lying flat to?
I'm going to Japan.
This is the most unhinged thing you've ever done.
I know.
Book a trip to Japan.
It is like severely unhinged, and I woke up this morning and I thought I was going to throw up because the adrenaline of planning to go to Japan has got me through. And then this morning, actually packing for Japan, I was like, "Ah, shit."
I think we need to rewind on all of this.
Yeah.
Right. Why are you going to Japan? What are you doing in Japan? And then what are you going to wear on your business class flight? Actually, maybe let's start with that one.
Well, I'm pissed off because I text Big Boss Becky and I said, can I wear Crocs on the flight? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. Because all I'm doing in this life is gunning for What did you
Don't
say?
be an enabler.
No, she is an enabler because Crocs are the best. You're the problem, not Crocs.
I don't have a problem with you wearing Crocs on the flight as if they're like slipper shoes on the flight. However, the problem I have is those grotty blue Crocs.
I washed them last night.
With white socks, because I know the way that you'll wear them, tucked into leggings, which are quite similar to the situation we've got going on with the jogger here. Like, can we just get some fresh ones or can you invest in a lint roller?
I was going to wear my Lululemon ones.
Okay. Most people would have nice Lululemon ones. I think yours will probably still be a little bit bobbly.
That's wrong.
Are they fresh?
Yeah, they are fresh. And we're not talking about Lululemon. We're talking about Crocs.
I just don't believe that you should step onto a plane in bright blue Crocs. But I do think that you can wear them on the flight as slipper shoes.
But all you've done is make me want to do it even more.
Be my guest. You're the only one that's going to look back in like a week and regret your decision.
What did you say to me last night? Tell everyone what you said to me last night on the phone. So, like, just for context, so because obviously the level of chaos in my life right now is quite heightened, I'd ordered an ASOS delivery to arrive yesterday. And for context, I'm in London today and I fly tomorrow. And I checked where the delivery was because I'd been waiting all day for it. And then I realised that I'd booked it not next day, so it's actually coming next week when I'm not even in the country. So I'm on the phone to Bills in the car. I was like, Bills, I need you to go on ASOS. I'll screenshot these bits that I've ordered and can you order them? I'll give you my credit card details. Bills was like, fuck's sake, okay. She gets the screenshot. She was like, no, you're not having any of this. I'm not ordering any of this shit.
I don't understand what aesthetic you're going for in Japan. Like, it's like corporate office. She had 3 pairs of grey pleated smart trousers.
Well, I was going for like that vibe with like the trainer and the coat.
And then where do the Crocs fucking fit in? I'm so confused.
The Crocs are on the flight.
No.
They're so comfy, arch support like you wouldn't believe.
What arch support do you need when you're lying flat?
Look how high those arches are.
Well, you're not just standing up and sitting down, You're literally going to lay. You also...
I'm not going to fit in, am I? Like, people
not
are going to know.
No.
People are going to know I'm there on a reward flight.
They're going to think, what's Sugar Daddy's
I'm literally going to be like this.
You know you're not allowed to film?
No, stop.
No, you can't.
What, in my own cub?
I'm just playing with you.
No, can I?
Yeah.
Bills, why would you do that to me? What's the fucking point? I'm not getting business flight and not letting everyone know about it.
I'm really excited for you to experience this, but I just don't think that the Crocs need to...
Okay, well, you. TBC, let us know what you think. Should Sasha wear Crocs on her first business flight or not?
Also, they give you like little cashmere socks to wear.
Not for me.
All right.
Maybe
you're not a member of the business class life. Put her back in economy where she belongs.
I'm not worthy, am I? Oh, got a giggle.
Okay, so the clothes, we're going to TBC on the outfits in Japan. I do think that you will pull it together, but I think we're just going to ban the corporate casual.
Okay. Well, none of it arrived anyway, so
yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning.
Oh, I don't even know where to start. Well, I'm not in a relationship anymore.
Change
it.
Bit soon. I don't feel single and hot though.
Well, you're not taking them hot anymore though.
Sad and lonely.
Stop
No,
it.
I'm joking. I don't feel lonely, but it has been sad.
Yeah.
It's been hard.
Okay, right. So I think we just need to say it how it is for the clip. Yeah. Maybe mine should just say hot, because single's really not doing much for me at the minute.
I think people say it's embarrassing having a boyfriend. I tell you what's more embarrassing having a boyfriend is going through 2 public breakups. That's fucking embarrassing.
I agree with you.
Oh, God, like if out of the 7 billion people on this planet, one of them ever finds their way to me again in the future, they ain't going on social media.
Let's be clear about all of this though. If you get into another relationship before I do,
it's not happening.
It's over for both of us.
It's honestly, being in a relationship is so far removed from my radar right now. I can't even tell you.
Well, that's totally fair because you just left a big one.
Yeah.
You decided to end your relationship. Okay, number 1, how do you feel?
So it was a mutual decision. And I think what I don't want to do is I don't want to talk about the relationship because it's very private, and there might be times in the future where we do talk about specifics and it's far removed, but I'm like 3-4 weeks into it, so it does still feel very fresh. But I think what I do want to talk about is like heartbreak and the pain and all of that comes with it and how it feels. And what I would say about this particular situation is going through this breakup has taught me and shown me how many insecurities I still have, like really heightened my insecurities and my anxieties. And it's weird because we decided to end things, but because I know in my heart that that was the right thing to do, there's almost like a bit of peace made with the fact that the relationship has ended. But how I'm dealing with my own thoughts as a result of that has been a bit like, oh, I need to like dive into that a little bit more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So not to set the scene, but because I think for so many people, I don't know, obviously your relationship is private and I respect that hugely. However, because there's so much of it that you have shared online, people are rightly like invested in it. And also we've talked about the relationship in such a positive way, and there are so many positives to that relationship. It is, I think the heartbreak is like quite universal for so many people that support you in your life, but also have seen how much happiness has come out of this relationship.
Yeah.
In terms of like personal growth, you experiencing love in a really great way, not necessarily the best way for you forever, but in a great way in the time that you were together. And I was, you know, people are already asking me like, what's going on? What, you know, is Sasha okay? Is she breaking up? Has she broken up? Like, what's, you know, how can that be when they seem so in love? Is that what is adding to the noise, or is it?
Yeah, because the thing is, all of the things that I said about my relationship, they still stand. They're still true. And that pain is just amplified by people saying like, I don't understand, like it was so perfect. And as well as it being true and all of those things existing, there are obviously things that I didn't film and I didn't share and I didn't tell you, because who does that? Like, one thing I really hope people realize is that you don't, like, we share, and I especially share more because of YouTube and stuff. I share so much, but still with what I share, it's like 5%. Even you know that, like the conversations we have about my relationship or our friendships or our families, there is so much that will never make it to a podcast episode or a
you
YouTube
just
video.
Can't,
you
for the sake of like your own sanity.
Yeah, your own sanity, and you have to protect other people. And also when you're in amongst certain things, it doesn't feel right to like share that. Obviously you guys know that we spoke about the children thing, and that was like a bit of a sore spot. And I think a lot of people will assume that it is because of that. And again, it wasn't just that. There were other things. And I guess the only way I can describe it is like, when we met each other, this is my take on it, I think we saved each other. And we both needed each other for very different reasons. I needed to be shown that, don't want to cry because it is embarrassing. It's more embarrassing than having a boyfriend.
No.
I needed to be shown that it was possible to be like loved in that way. No, but I'm a bit worried it's a bit too soon to be talking about it, but we have, like, how can we not? And I think, you know, he obviously needed what I brought to him, and, you know, I met him when I didn't even know he was in addiction, and he went sober through the beginning of our relationship. So we went through a hell of a lot together in those early months. And I don't think people understand how hard that was. Like, we both worked incredibly hard to get through that. And again, there's a lot of things that will never be shared. There's a lot of moments that will never even like be able to be explained, because it's only us two that were in it.
And nor should they. That is yours.
No. And it is, you know, I do want to protect the privacy in that sense. But then I think what happened as we moved into like the second year of our relationship, there was just so many misalignments, and we really did try to make it work, and I think we just got to a stage where we couldn't anymore. And the reason why this has been so hard is because I don't feel like I've ever had a strength of the friendship that I had in this relationship in a relationship before. Does that make sense? So like, he really was my best friend. And we are still on, we're on good terms. We're trying to navigate staying friends. I don't know how it's going to work, or, we're just kind of taking it one day at a time and not putting too much pressure on it. But it's just a very, very difficult situation, walking away from something that is filled with so much goodness, but still not right. And for very different reasons, I've found myself in that situation twice now. However, I still stand by that, like, this relationship was my greatest lesson to date. It really was. And I've learned so much about myself. And even through this breakup, I'm learning more about myself. And I do feel like I'm okay, like I'll be okay. It's just so those beginning days are just like, they're fucking rough, man.
Yeah.
And the noise obviously is hard, but that's just like one of the cons of this industry, isn't it? And I do find it quite interesting, right? Because on Instagram, you've got sort of two columns of direct messages that come in. So I've got the column of messages that have already got previous threads. So like people in my community that I feel like engage all the time. And all of them have been so respectful, and they've said things like, you've got this, girl, like, you're strong, you can do this, you're doing the, you've got it type thing. Like, that's kind of the overarching message. And then in the other column of people that have like messaged me for the first time, what the hell has happened? What have I missed? Oh my God, I never thought you two would break up. I thought that was it. Like, and I understand that it all comes from a place of love, but it's a very difficult thing to receive and hear when you're in the pits of like tearing your own heart out, for them people to be putting their expectations of your relationship on you. And this is one thing that I really hope people take away from it. Like, when they're looking at celebrity couples and people in the public eye, or, even what we are, which is, we have a very small platform, but it's still somewhat public. When people look at things and they compare, you're not even getting half the picture. You're not even getting quarter of the picture to compare that. So, yeah, live, laugh, love in Japan, really. Eat, pray, love, live, laugh,
It is
love
quite
it.
incredible that you could just like bounce back to the humour when you just went so deep.
Oh, it's defense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's hard being emotional about it. It's so painful.
It is hard. As the bus is agreeing.
Like, eat, pray, love in Japan.
But I do think it is the progress of you being able to even just feel the emotions, but recognize them, talk about them, like have all of that accessible to you this time round is such huge progress comparatively to your first big breakup.
Yeah.
And having been through both of those with you, and it was really hard because like I felt so like geographically I was so far away from you, and I was like, I don't like this. Like, I want to be closer to you because I could see how sad you were and how much pain the entire thing was putting you through. But I also was like so much more assured this time that you will be okay and that you are okay, like, because you were able to access beyond the top layer of everything. Yeah. And that even the first,
And he has been a huge part of me being able to access that emotion for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you both did a lot of good for each other.
Yeah.
And that is such a big gift to have received and given to one another. And it, I feel like I'm learning this probably at a slower pace than other people who have been in like romantic relationships, because I can only compare it to like relationships that I've had with people, both romantic and non-romantic. Like, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that those things have failed if they're not a lifetime.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to be gained out of giving yourself wholly to somebody and trying.
Yeah.
Instead of it, I think we have this like narrative that unless it is perfect forever and ever, like it's not a win, it's a fail.
Yeah.
But it's so unrealistic to expect that, because I don't believe it exists.
One of the things that I think I've discovered about myself in this process is that I need reasons. So like when something happens, I need to understand why that happened. And although I'm getting better and I've really worked on like sitting through emotion, and I know you have as well a lot, and it's so difficult to do, and it is really painful. Sometimes in amongst that sitting, I start scrambling and I'm like, oh, maybe he acted like this because, or maybe he because, or maybe I because. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to attach, I need to like align the dots. And what I find, like, I guess I want people to feel comforted by is, actually, I don't know what I was going to say then. I've had a brain fart.
Are you okay?
Yeah. This is the face I kept making to stop myself crying. Because if I make that, it feels so weird. I stop tears.
Universally, neither of us are cute criers.
No, I remember my first boyfriend telling me I was an ugly crier. I've never forgot it. And then he sent me a text the other week asking about chili sauce. I was like, look on Google. I didn't even text him back. Fucking hell, they all come back in it. No, but any breakup, any friendship breakup, and I do feel like the strongest grieving I did in this relationship was the best friend in him that I had. We did have a really strong friendship.
Oh my God, that is so valid. That is so valid. Like, I think, did we talk about the friendship breakup in?
No, I don't think we've done a friendship breakup yet. But you felt that pain.
Hugely.
It is a stage, or it's a slice of grief, isn't it? It was actually, on reflection, a really quite poetic thing, because when we decided to break up, and well, we broke up actually quite a few weeks ago, about maybe 2 months ago. And there was sort of like, it was bad. And then we decided to kind of work through it. And I think the working through it just ended up not working. But when we had our final conversation that was like, look, let's go our separate ways. We were sat on this chair that I have. And the chair has been named the Sunshine Chair. Because when I moved in with Shelbs, I took the chair with me and we had it in this bay window, and she named it the Sunshine Chair because the sun would always come in on it, and it just like throughout the whole day.
The really big leather armchair that I sit and read in.
Yeah. It's just such a good chair. And when we first sort of had the situation surrounding his sobriety, we were sat on that chair at the very beginning of what then turned into our relationship. And that's the chair that we were sat on when we broke up. So there's something just
all right, main character.
I know, innit? Very main character. Not quite walking down the beach and sobbing, but yeah, I just know in my heart that it's the right thing. I just don't think that takes away the pain from it. And
no, those two things can coexist, and this is why I think people fuck up, because they think if it's the right thing, then I should feel like good about it. But like, how can you feel good about it when it's devastating? It's devastating that things didn't work out in the way that you wanted them to. And this is what we talked about when you went through your divorce. You don't wish for things to end.
No.
Like, you wish for a way to work through a problem or a barrier or a boundary, or a way to like utilize the love and respect that you have for each other to move forward. But sometimes you just aren't moving forward into the same direction, and that doesn't mean the left turning is right and the right turning is wrong. It's just you aren't going the same way together.
No. Steph said the exact same thing. She said, if you were to both imagine yourself on two separate planes, are you at least going in the same direction or not? And that kind of like summarizes what you've just said. I don't think we knew which direction we were going in, but it definitely wasn't in the same direction. But I also want to just take this time to like, and I've never felt like this about men or male attention or being single. Like, I've always been quite excited by the thought of being single, but I don't feel in any way that like this is the time for me to be that, or to like live that life. I just feel so called to focusing on myself in a way that I never have before.
That's so massive. And like, I understand more than any of the other feelings. I probably understand that one the most. Obviously, I'm really trying not to be single and hot. I'm really trying to be taken and hot. But I'm so okay with using that time for me in between, trying to meet somebody and trying to connect with somebody and build a life with somebody. I'm content with continuing to build it on my own until I meet somebody who we are heading in the same direction together.
Well, one of my friends said something to me last night because I said, I can't imagine, you know, now having been through a situation where, I mean, you really couldn't fucking write it. They had the same name. They were born the same year. They were raised on different galaxies and had completely different opposite traits. And it was so weird that they came one after the other. Like, so it was just mental.
The David Buzz.
The David Buzz, yeah.
Ill David.
I said to her that, like, maybe this person doesn't exist. Like, maybe it just isn't a thing. And maybe we are heading into a society where, like, we don't have relationships anymore, all of this. And I started spinning out and she was like, whoa, 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 whoa. She was like, you don't meet someone and that person is ready in a packaged, bowed box. And then that's how...
It's a real shame.
I know, isn't it? She was like, you meet someone who you grow with and you continue to grow and evolve with, and you want the same things, so you work towards the same things, and you bring out these traits in each other, and that continues. There's no end to it. And you become different people through the stages of your relationship and through the stages of love and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that is a good way of looking at it, because at the moment, the thought of even being near another man, having male attention, all of those things just is so far removed. Like, by now, I'd even be thinking like, oh, can't wait to have a little flirty text. No.
Really?
No.
I think you've got the right mindset for right now.
For right now, yeah. And I did see a video about...
By the way, that really was in reference to how quickly you wanted a flirty text last time.
I know.
There really is, like, I'm not shocked by that. I'm like, yeah, I can see how you wouldn't want any of that right now. She's about to eat fucking bento boxes solo.
Can't wait. Bit of fatty tuna.
Sushi for days, bro.
Yeah. Watched a video that said, controversially, I don't think we should wait until we're healed to start dating. And that hooked me in, and I was watching it intently. And she kind of does make a good point. She was like, if we're constantly waiting to be ready and to be healed and to be this grown, finished product of ourselves, we're also expecting that of someone else. But like dating, meeting people, having great connections, it all is like adding to our journey.
It's like when you apply for a job, you apply for the job knowing that you can do 75% of it.
Yeah.
You don't, if you're applying for a job you can 100% do, you shouldn't be doing that job. You should be going for the next one up.
Yeah.
And it is the same in dating and relationships. People aren't the full picture, or like the colouring in book is not complete. You have to leave gaps for someone to like do that with.
Yeah.
And I think I had this conversation a lot when I was in Bali, because there's so much rhetoric around healing and like being available to things and being open to things. And I had a really great conversation with somebody who also was single, and she was like, I'm just ready for experiences. Like, that's what I want to have with somebody. And that's not whether I'm like the full ticket ready to go, healed, done and dusted.
Yeah.
And they are. It's like, well, I might learn something about who I want to be, or might learn something about who I don't want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
From interactions with human beings. And I think you can have that all day, every day if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, however you meet somebody, whether that's just like you meet someone on the street, a conversation with a stranger. Like, I had a lush taxi ride yesterday. I absolutely love a black cabbie, me.
Yeah, you do love a taxi man, don't you?
Yeah. Honestly, I felt like I was having a date with this cabbie. He was so sweet, and we had great conversation, and we were talking about like things we've done to challenge ourselves. And he's like, oh, I just actually climbed Snowdon the other weekend and it was really cool and blah blah blah. Like, he was like, you could definitely do it, because I was talking about how I like walking around London, and we had like, he was had I not, like, for the first 10 minutes of that taxi journey, I was just on my phone, like, scrolling my life away. And then I looked up and realised I was still on fucking Tottenham Court Road. I was like, oh, you're not moved? And then that's how we started having a conversation. I went, God, the traffic's pretty shit today, isn't it? Yap, 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 yap. Half an hour later, giggle, giggle, giggle. I told him my entire life story. He told me his. And I was like, unless you open your mouth to have conversations with people and try and make a connection, whether that be completely platonic or romantic, you aren't going to grow, change, develop, heal, any of those things. Like, no, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to look into climbing Mount Snowdon, but I wouldn't really have thought about that had I not have had that conversation with him yesterday. And I also wouldn't have, like, had the confidence to be a bit flirty with him and have a giggle with him had I not had the interactions I'd had with other people. I can't wait to be entirely healed. I'll be fucking 98 before that happens. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Ready to meet someone a day away from my deathbed. Like, it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, 100%. It's just like adding to your pot.
Cup. Yeah, totally. And I know we talk in like really cliched lines all the time about like you can't pour from an empty cup, and I think that what this relationship has given you is so much color in your life. Like it has really, it's given you so much richness, and that's a win.
Yeah.
And now you use that richness to move forward.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in Japan? Talk us through the itinerary.
I think, like, I do feel half like I've given myself whiplash with this decision and half really proud of myself because there is a version of me not too long ago that would never have dreamed of doing this. And I feel very, like, just, like, ready to be, I guess, in a way, one thing that this relationship's highlighted to me is that I'm actually not very good at being selfish at all. I think that the word selfish like has this really bad attachment to it, but there has got to be a middle ground, and there are parts of myself that I've perhaps neglected or shrunk a little bit because of the misalignment, basically. So I think this was a real hug to myself in a bit like what you did with Bali. Like,
I was about to say,
it's really similar.
Can we add in the clip where you were like, just going to go and eat udon noodles, and now we both just gone and eaten udon noodles?
Yeah, I'm going to go ramen.
It is... I so hear what you mean about the selfishness, and I really felt that on when I went away, because I was like, I've just ditched work for 2 months, I've ditched my family, like, what if my mum needs me, or what if my friends need me, or what if, like, you know, I've missed out on a job that I should have done, and that's really selfish, or missed out on an opportunity for the podcast together, or like, no, it's like you have to go and do it for you.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well that you need to know moving forward. And sometimes when you say to me about, like, you know, and we all know that your situation with relationships and my situation with relationships are very different. But one thing I think that you've got to give yourself credit for is that you've had this really long period of time of connections and experiences and knowing yourself. And you're going to get to a situation where when you do meet someone, there is going to be a certain level of, like, you know how I feel about the bar is set and all of that. I don't like that. But there is going to be conditions in which you're going to accept someone that closely into your life, and that is kind of how I feel. I'm like, well, I'm paying my own bills, I'm doing this all myself now, like, I'm emotionally working on myself, I'm financially working on myself, like, I've worked really hard to, like, give myself stability, because that's the thing walking away from my marriage that I realized I hadn't done. I met him so young and I let him take control in so many ways that I didn't have to even think for myself in many aspects. And now I've built all of that myself. I'm like, it's going to have to be someone pretty fucking special to make me think, yeah, all right, like, let's do the hard conversations and work through them and the fun times and enjoy those. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that comes with age. I think that comes with confidence. But
It definitely comes with knowing yourself a lot more. Like, I think, and sometimes I think about this when I have conversations with my little brother about relationships, and I think his mindset, or maybe not currently, but like his previous mindset has been like, I need another person to complete me.
Yeah.
And like be my other half and make me whole. And when you are single in your 30s, you don't really have the option to wait for somebody to make you whole, because there's so much life that has to be done in the meantime. Like, you do have to create stability around yourself. You do have to provide for yourself. You do have to, like, stand on your own 2 feet and be an adult in those situations. So but I think there's benefits to that too. Like, it means that you have to quite literally make yourself a complete person, emotionally, spiritually, all the rest of it. And so it will, when people meet each other in their mid-30s or late 30s or any time beyond that, it happens quicker.
Yeah.
It moves faster. And I understand why so much more than when people used to just say that to me.
Yeah, because it's like these two people have gone through their own filling up of cups for longer, and they're coming to the table with like more knowledge of what they want and more certainty of where they want their life to go and what they want in a partner. And I definitely feel that. I definitely feel like, having gone through these last sort of 10 years of my life, to a certain extent, I know what I want. To a certain extent, I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, I really am unsure. And
I don't think you have to know entirely.
No.
I think the benefit to all of it is that it could take you by surprise. And like, this is like probably the worst analogy to use, but it's like when people have an idea of what wedding dress they want, they're like, I know that I want it to be like off the shoulder and structured and blah blah blah, and they walk into a shop and walk out with something the complete opposite, because you don't know until you try.
You have to be open.
You do have to be open. And this is where I think I fucked up in relationships, because I've been so like, not even box ticking, but a stuck
blinkered
to like a type.
Yeah.
And that type has categorically never served me.
Your type's bad, man.
Never served me. But yeah, it's because it's familiar.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want.
Yeah.
I think that's what I need, is like this guy who actually has never really valued me as a person or treated me well or any of that. But because that's what I've experienced, I think that that's what's normal.
Yeah.
And that's so I'm sad that I didn't look beyond those parameters and think, actually, maybe something great could just enter into my life without me being so conformist about it.
Yeah.
Or being like, I know exactly what I want. And this relationship has taught you that it's unexpected things can be your biggest lessons.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think I do have a type. I think I've proven to myself that I don't, because...
See that?
No, I can't ever go for another David again.
No,
I'm sorry.
I
draw the line.
Too.
I draw the line. There's no more. Like, we technically changed his name anyway because he had the same name. I'm not doing that a third time.
No. You know, the first boy I ever kissed was called David.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew, David.
I really fancied a boy called David for such a long time.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you listen to the podcast, so I'm not saying his name.
The thing that has upset me the most, and I feel like this is hopefully going to make people feel a certain way, I am really shocked at how self-deprecating I've been throughout this breakup. And I say that because we both decided, I know it's right, I feel it's right, all of that. But I very quickly turned towards, well, I can't be good enough then, because why would you walk away? Like, why are you happy to walk away too? And did I do enough? Because could it have worked if I did more? Do you know what I mean?
So you like doubted yourself in it?
I think I've gone down the route very quickly of, well, I must be the problem. Because this is 2 relationships now that haven't gone through the tough times and all of the, like, you have that expectation, don't you, of how a long-term relationship should look. And it's like, it's not easy. You've got to work through the tough times. You've got to keep going. You've got to fall in love with each other over and over and over again. And now that I've been in these 2 situations, I mean, I did have a boyfriend before, but don't really count. It's made me aware of how much confidence I still need to build within myself for me to be turning the finger and pointing at myself when I factually know that's not the case.
I think that's a really human response, though.
Yeah, but it's like that thing, isn't it, of I think I have this expectation of being with someone who would be able to say, nah, we ain't splitting up. It's not happening. What do you need? Like, what do we need to do for this to not be the reality? Because I'm not losing you. I'm not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
is
every single woman wants that.
Does that exist though?
Yeah, in Hollywood movies, maybe.
No, but does that exist in real life?
What, people are like, I'm going to fight for you. How many conversations have you had with people that have had breakups where every single person has said, I just wish they would have fought for it?
Why is that though?
I just don't think people fight for it because they both know it's not right. Maybe because they've like given up. Maybe because the other person's feeling exactly the same way that you are, and they're like, they didn't fight for me. Oh, sorry, plan. Speaking of,
I'll fight you.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're feeling that way, he's probably feeling that way. And maybe there's like an inherent stubbornness or like human pride or ego that means you invite the other person to fight for you, but are you swinging the punches too?
And I suppose that's individual, isn't it? I don't think he feels that.
Totally. But I think it's so the most normal emotion after to feel both those things, to feel like, am I the problem? Was this me? Am I not good enough? Did I not do enough? Did I not love them hard enough? Did they not love me hard enough?
Yeah.
Am I not lovable in this?
Am I attractive enough? Am I sexy enough?
All of
Am I
it.
funny enough?
All
like,
of it.
Actually, I am, yeah.
Okay, well, she's confident in that.
That I do be sure of.
And the other one of like wanting somebody to want you to the level of them being like, absolutely not. No, I'm not taking no for an answer here.
That's what happened in The Notebook, and we're fucked. We're fucked. That's the film we watched growing up. We're fucked.
We're fucked for so many of those reasons. Like, Beyonce did us so fucking dirty. I don't want to be an independent woman.
No, I had to do my car insurance yesterday. Someone want to do it for me. Say, come here, little sweet baby child girl. I've done it for you. I saw your insurance, and do you know what? I'll pay for it as well. It's all right. Fucking £700.
I think millennial women, we have been dealt a rough hand.
So rough.
In terms of, we were told that like we were like supposed to be these like strong independent women, and like, we don't need a man, do your own thing, honey boo boo child. And now I'm like, surely there was like a happy medium.
Sure, there's a middle ground. But was it in the Tinder report for 2025 that they're saying that going into 2026 people are going to be more intentional about dating and communication and like knowing? What I mean is, like, I think maybe our block is over. You know what I mean? I think
Mercury retrograde dating is over.
Yeah, I think for a millennial woman, maybe. Do you think Tinder said that? Tinder says yes.
Tinder, please.
Tinder says it's time for matching. But I feel like that would make sense though, because if you think about it, we've been dating and trying to have relationships in amongst that period.
Well, we're also in amongst that mindset where it's like, you don't need a man. No, I do. I do.
Because you do physically, you sleep better next to someone.
I need them. She's thirsty. No, like, I do. I don't want to be dependent on somebody, but I would like to coexist with another person, and that doesn't make me like not an independent woman. It doesn't make me a needy bitch. It doesn't make
me human.
A housewife. But like, we got to get over this rhetoric of, I'm a woman, I can do it all by myself. No, that is really lonely. I don't want to do it all by myself.
Yeah, fair. We got to find the middle ground.
She says going into a solo trip to Japan.
No, I'm so ready for a solo trip. But I think it's the time period I'm in.
From Japan? Can I have a matcha Kit Kat?
Yeah, all right. It's just the period I'm in. Like, I'm even wondering if I'm ever going to want to have sex again, because I feel so throughout my body like, ugh.
That's a horrible noise.
I'm like, what if I never want to have sex again? What if I never want to see a penis in my life?
I do think that will probably change, but for now, I don't think that's a bad thing to not want to like just focus entirely on yourself.
And I'm talking like, put my dream man in front of me, I'd be like, all right, what was your coffee order?
Oh,
like,
please. If Idris Elba knocked on your door tonight.
No, you can't, because I love his wife.
You'd be like,
She
all
can't
right,
know.
honey, let's go.
I love Sabrina.
No, but like, I think that's normal.
Yeah, it's just the time frame I'm in. I'm going to go to Japan. I'm going to spend an obscene amount of money on fatty tuna, matcha Kit Kats for bills.
I have to stop talking about fatty tuna. It's making me feel a bit sick.
You'd hate Japan.
Are you joking? Katsu curry?
It's not like the main thing.
They have a lot of like breaded things. I've seen a lot of panko crumbs.
Yeah, but I think
things.
you're more Korea vibes.
Yeah.
Do you want to go Seoul? Should we go find our souls in Seoul?
I'd rather find it in some soul fried food in Nashville.
All right.
Which we may try and do, but anyway.
So yeah, that's a big fat life update for you.
Okay, well, I'm really proud of you for expressing how you feel so brilliantly on the podcast.
I don't feel like I did it brilliantly at all,
No,
actually.
are you joking? These are such hard... If I was in your shoes trying to have this conversation, there would just be snot on this microphone.
I know. It is hard. It's so hard to say... obviously the whole reason we do this podcast is because we want to make people feel like they're not alone, and I know how much like me sharing my divorce helped people, but it's hard sharing your pain to help other people feel less alone, and I think it's maybe just a bit soon for me to feel like I did a good job.
Why are you making me cry? It is the promise that we made, but that does not make that easy by any stretch. And This is still so raw, so new, so everything.
And I think that's why I don't want to, like, and maybe I never will talk about, the situation, because it's just too much.
You also maybe don't have to.
No, I don't think. I think it's fine for things to be private. It is. I think it's a good thing.
Look, you've spoken for 45 minutes quite publicly about your relationship. That's enough. Like, you don't owe anybody a pound of flesh to be like, actually, it was on this day at this time that we had this argument, that this happened here. Like, nobody lives their life that way. But you being open and showing people a version of love that existed in your life, that you experienced, that had a really positive impact, that lasted for a certain amount of time, and over that time it did so much good for both of you, is a gift. So you take that as a positive and a win, and the rest of the time you just fill up your own cup.
It's a bit like making your own train track when you were a kid, and you just put another little thing in front of the train track.
Scalextrics. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Is that what it was called? Scalextrics?
Yeah.
And
then you're the train. We are the train.
And in the same way that you felt really excited for me to go off and do my own thing and focus on me and be selfish and put myself first, I am really excited for you to do the same thing. And I think it's going to be hard at times, but I think it's going to be so good for you. I think you're going to learn a lot. I think you're going to have an amazing experience.
I've never flown this far. Like, I've never been to Asia.
It is mad.
Is Japan in Asia?
Japan. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Far East Asia. Oh God. What's the capital of Japan?
Your pause made me doubt myself, because I said I've never been to Asia and everyone went silent. And I was like, surely it's fucking Asia.
My pause was, what the fuck is she doing? She's never been to Asia and she's decided to go to Japan by herself over Christmas.
That's bad bitch moves, bruv.
It is real bad bitch moves. It's a big move.
It is a big move.
But you can do it.
And I just think I'm going to learn so much. I'm going to gain so much from doing it. And what do I say to you all the time? We literally cannot physically move forward or grow unless we push ourselves out of our comfort zones.
Oh,
and
I hear ya.
As much as I thought about little all-inclusive in some sort of hot country where all I did was lie there for 7 days, I was like, I don't want to lie and think about anything. Thank you.
No, keep moving forward.
Stimulate me.
I think you'll definitely find that there. And look, everybody says you have to go out and step out of your comfort zone. You have to do it. But having actually doing those things instead of just saying it is such a different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
And like, I did it in lots of ways, and in lots of ways I chickened out of it too when I was away.
No, that's okay.
But I
can't do it all the time.
I like, in the same way that you did, I let go of something that wasn't serving me. I put myself first. I went and did scary things by myself. I went to a part of Asia Aren't you just about to go?
Are we going to be... Am I close to Bali?
No.
Far east.
I'm going to buy you a map for Christmas.
Geography's not my... Geography and maths, don't ask me.
But I think you're really brave and I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, Bills.
What's your top tip to break up over Christmas?
Oh, 5 weeks out. That's fucking rough, isn't it?
Did you already buy the Christmas present or not?
Well, we decided we weren't doing Christmas presents this year, so that was relatively easy. I was like, okay, I'll buy them for myself.
Because that would really suck, wouldn't it? Imagine if you knew that they were getting you a really good present and then you weren't able to get it on Christmas.
Well, we did just have his 40th, and my birthday is soon.
Oh yeah.
Yay! But look, where will we be when I'm 40? Let's wait and see.
I'm not going to Disneyland Paris. Tell you that for free.
Yeah, fine.
In a pair of fucking blue Crocs.
We'll go business class in Crocs.
All right, let's end this before we get into a fight. All right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. That was really fucking hard.
Well done, proud of you.
And I felt like I just chatted shit throughout, to be honest. Thanks, Bills.
That hurt my heart.